Hi, Timmy.
You having a nice laugh, are you?
I mean, it's Christmas. It's Christmas morning.
Hey!
I love the way it makes me feel inside.
What's up, everyone? Adam from FWCI. This is Alan's Anecdotes, a QI compilation. This is Alan Davies. I'm watching him on Taskmaster Season 12 currently. I'm halfway through it, loving it. I just watched a bit of Morgana. I just watched a video about Guz, and I've got a Victoria Coren Mitchell Wilty compilation to watch next. So I'm loving this cast. I'm not in the Taskmaster realm. I don't have to use the Greg Davies pronunciation. I'm loving this cast, and I think Alan Davies is... I don't think I've seen anything of what he's capable yet. And that's because he's been very low-key and lazy. So, but people say that he's fantastic. So I'm here to... And you know what I was going to do? I was going to go to... I was going to go react to a full episode of Jonathan Creek. I was like, oh, that'll be fun. Yeah, they're like an hour and something long, so I was like, oh, maybe another day. But if I should react to a random episode of Jonathan Creek, let me know. I decided to skip that and do Alan's Anecdotes. And if you want to support the channel a little bit further, go to patreon.com/FWCI. Make sure you subscribe here on YouTube as well. This is QI Compilation, Alan's Anecdotes.
And now on QI, it's time for Alan's Anecdotes.
Oh, he gets his own little intro for it?
A chimpanzee is all right until they get to about a year old, and then they'll rip your arm off.
Yeah. Well, here's
the trouble. And tigers are like that. We had a tiger on Jonathan Creek, right? They're not really a danger until they're about 12 months old. I said, oh, good, good. How old's this one? He goes, it's 11 months.
Oh, that's it? Okay, cool. Sean Locke, hey.
And then Scotland played Norway, and the Scots arrived, and they drank more beer in the weekend than they normally drink in Bordeaux in a year.
Whoa, for real?
No food stalls at all, and no toilets.
What?
It was unbelievable, but it was one of the best nights of my life.
Alan! Partridge!
Some red lentil and tomato soup the other week.
Hang on. Red lentil and tomato soup. Does that sound good? Let me know in the comments, because I'm not sure. I don't know what a lentil is or what it tastes like. There, I said it.
And I went into her bedroom, and there she was in her white nightie with white sheets, and she bathed up. And honestly, it looked like she'd been disemboweled. Up at arm's length to put her in the bath, and then I didn't know what to do with her. She's just covered in lentils.
Oh my god, it's his kid he's talking about? Jesus Christ. I thought it was his mum, and he was a kid for some reason.
Like this, and there was this thing on the ceiling, and I started hitting it with my shoe. As hard as I could, and then it fell off the ceiling, and it was dangling by a wire. And then I rang reception and go, there's a thing in my room making a terrible noise.
Is it an
and
evacuation?
Said, fire alarm, sir. Will you please evacuate? And I said, oh, just so you know, when it went off, it kind of fell from the ceiling.
I took my nephews to London Zoo because a friend of ours is a zookeeper there, and she can get you in sort of the back.
Oh, do we want to be in the back of the zoo?
Where the big mesh is, don't go near the small mesh. Stay where the big mesh is. Do you understand? And the kids went... We just went in, and my nephew turned to me and said, what's mesh?
BT Tower is exactly right. It was built in 1965. It was considered such an important part of the telecoms infrastructure that it was classified as an official secret.
What?
And I went to the loo, which is in the middle, and when I came out the loo, it had revolved, and I came out right on stage next to it. It's never going to give you up.
Okay, so I looked up what this show is, and it says that it's about being quite interesting, more so than being true, so I don't believe for a second that he rocked up on stage with Rick Astley because a revolving restaurant spun around. So I get what this show is, I get that it's just anecdotes and, you know, stretched truths or other people's stories or whatever it is.
My dog used to get up. The only time she ever left the room was if she'd farted. And then she'd just get up and go in the hall. And then I'd immediately I'd have to pause Morse and get up and cubicle together like you do. They're 2 and 4.
Right.
And then someone went into the next door cubicle and started going about some quite serious business. After about 4 minutes of this, my little girl started saying, that stinks!
Ross Noble, hello.
Oh, no, it was me. I fired a machine gun in Vietnam. Bullets, how many bullets do you want?
Oh, my
I think
goodness.
I bought 10 bullets. And they put it in, and then you squeeze the trigger, they're gone. You think, I wish I had more.
Have you got any good gun stories?
They used cattle. I know that was a stand-up routine I did, that's not true. She went to the bedroom door and looked at me. And then I got up and went, and she went to the kitchen door, still looking at me, and led me to a water bowl, which is by the back door, and she's looking at it and looking at me. And I looked at her, there was a frog in it.
Oh!
And then it got in the water bowl and sat there all night with its eye.
Love that. The dog's like, hey, fix it. Fix.
The thing I love about that is the idea of the relationship with you and your dog being on quite a level.
Yeah.
Come and have a look at this, Alan.
In 1994, you won the Perrier Award.
Yeah, Colin Lane. You did. I'm just going to assume that I know that because he's Aussie and I know him from my childhood. But what the fuck are you doing on here?
Oh, you did?
I was my group was the first to win it, ever. But I wonder who you beat in 1994. Who came second?
There are a few other nominees.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm guessing Alan Davies is one of those nominees?
Yes.
And then I went to Melbourne and I stayed at Colin's house and he put the Perrier Award on the bedside table. In which the joke was in the article was on me, but I did call Frank Lampard a twat, and it was a joke.
Football player?
And I thought, I better find the article, because I can't remember what I wrote. So I Googled Frank Lampard twat, and nothing came up. And then I Googled my own name with twat, and so much stuff.
That's dangerous.
That's really dangerous. And then I started...
It's a hell of a fucking suit you got there, Stephen. Alright, so anecdotes they indeed were. Why is Seinfeld shorter now? What the fuck does that mean? Alright, give me some good QI videos that you want me to have a look at, because I'm fascinated by this show now. Like, so many unusual faces on there. Like Jerry Springer, Colin Lane was on there. I saw Joe Brand sitting there. Nish was hanging out. So, a lot of interesting people hanging out on this show here. I don't know what the format of the actual show itself is, if there's like themes or segments or whatever, but it looks like the kind of thing that I would certainly enjoy. I think I enjoyed the story about the fire alarm the most. Thought that was pretty good. But Colin Lane rubbing Alan Davies' face in his Perrier Award win is also quality as well. So I hope you enjoyed this reaction, and again, please let me know in the comments what QI videos you want me to see, because I don't know how the show works. Like, is it better to look at compilations? Like that Seinfeld one looks like it's about 4.5 minutes. Are there specific segments that are well known and stuff like that? I want to know about it. And if you want early access to my videos and full-length Taskmaster reactions as well, go to patreon.com/FWCI and make sure you subscribe here on YouTube, because I've got heaps more content coming in the future. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your friends, ta-ta, farewell.